Have you ever been in the middle of something completely ordinary? Washing dishes, folding laundry, just sitting in silence, and for a second, out of nowhere, you feel it. Something warm, something familiar. Like a presence that doesn't make sense, but also makes complete sense because you'd recognize it anywhere. And then it's gone, and you're standing there wondering if you imagined it. You didn't. Or at least, that's what thousands of people who've been exactly where you are right now would tell you. And today I want to talk about the signs, the ones that are easy to dismiss, the ones your brain will try to rationalize before your heart even gets a chance to feel them. Because maybe something is reaching back. Before I get into the signs, I need to say something first, something I wish someone had said to me earlier. Grief does extraordinary things to us. When you lose a pet, there's this period. It's different for everyone, but you know it when you're in it, where your mind and your heart are completely out of sync. Your mind knows what happened. Your heart is still waiting for them to walk through the door. And in that space between knowing and accepting, strange things start to happen. You think you hear their nails on the floor. You feel a familiar weight at the foot of the bed in the middle of the night. You catch yourself glancing at their spot on the couch like they might just be there if you look fast enough. For a long time, people were told to write those things off. Call it imagination, call it wishful thinking, call it the mind protecting itself. But here's what I've come to believe, and what so many people who've walked through this kind of loss have come to believe. Some of those moments aren't imagination at all. Some of them are something else entirely. The first sign is the one that gets dismissed the most, and ironically it might be the most significant. Dreams. Not regular dreams. You know how those feel when you wake up. Scattered, already dissolving, half remembered before your eyes even open. No. I'm talking about a very specific kind of dream that people describe after losing a pet. And what's striking is how consistent the descriptions are across different people, different cultures, different belief systems entirely. In these dreams, your pet appears healthy, vibrant, sometimes younger than they were at the end, free from whatever pain or tiredness marked their final days. They don't always speak, most of the time they don't, but there's a kind of communication that happens anyway, something that transfers without words, and you wake up knowing what was said even though you couldn't tell anyone exactly how. And the detail that comes up again and again, the one that I find impossible to ignore, you wake up at peace, not in tears, not with that sharp, breathless ache that usually follows dreams about loss. Peaceful, quietly, deeply peaceful in a way that feels almost physical. Grief researchers actually have a name for this. They call them visitation dreams. And what separates them from ordinary grief dreams isn't just the emotional quality, it's the clarity, the vividness, the sense reported by people over and over that it felt more real than real. Like the dream was the truth and waking life was the thing that needed explaining. If you've had a dream like that, you know exactly what I'm describing right now. And I want you to hear this clearly. You didn't make it up. You weren't just missing them so much, your brain invented comfort. Something visited you, and it wanted you to know it was okay. The second sign is subtler, and it's the one that tends to hit people when they least expect it. Smell, out of nowhere, no explanation. Their smell, specific, unmistakable, completely theirs, just there. In a room they haven't been in for weeks, in your car, sometimes in places they never even went. And it's not a faint suggestion of a smell, it's them, full and present and so real that you spin around half expecting to find them there. It lasts a few seconds, sometimes less. And then it's gone, and you're left standing there with your heart pounding and your eyes stinging, and this feeling that something just passed through the room. Scent is the sense most deeply tied to memory and emotion. That much is science. The olfactory system connects directly to the parts of the brain that process both, but what people describe in these moments goes beyond memory-triggering sensation. It doesn't feel like remembering a smell. It feels like the smell is actually there. I'm not going to tell you what that means with any certainty. I don't think anyone can. But I will tell you this. When it happens to you, and for many of you it already has, don't rush to explain it away. Don't reach for the rational answer before you let yourself feel what the moment is offering. Sometimes the most honest thing we can do is just sit with the mystery. The third sign is the one that takes the longest to notice, because it doesn't announce itself. It accumulates, a shift in the animals around you. If you have other pets, you may have already seen this. They stop in the middle of a room and stare at nothing, not at a bug, not at a sound you can identify, just at empty space. Ears forward, completely still, fully focused on something you cannot perceive. And sometimes, their tail moves. Slowly. Like recognition. Or maybe you don't have other pets, but you start noticing animals finding you in unexpected ways. A bird that lands unusually close and stays longer than it should. A stray cat that shows up on your porch out of nowhere and sits with you, calm and unbothered, like it has somewhere to be, but decided you needed the company more. Butterflies that seem to follow a particular logic. Animals have always been more attuned than we give them credit for. They perceive frequencies we don't. They respond to things we've long since trained ourselves to ignore. There's a reason so many cultures across history have connected animals with the passage between worlds. That's not coincidence. That's something repeated across thousands of years of human experience, too consistent to be purely invention. So when the dog stops and stares at the corner where they used to sleep, maybe don't pull him away too quickly. Maybe let him have the moment. Maybe he's seeing something you can't. Here's the thing I want to leave you with, and I mean this genuinely. Whether you believe these signs are real contact, or whether you believe they're the beautiful way a grieving heart finds its own healing, they matter. Both explanations lead to the same place. Love that doesn't have anywhere to go, finding a way to move through the world anyway. Your pet didn't just disappear. The love you share doesn't evaporate. Energy like that. A bond built over years of mornings and walks and quiet evenings, and the kind of loyalty that asks for nothing in return. That doesn't just end. It changes. It finds new shapes. So pay attention. Not obsessively, not desperately, just gently. Keep a small part of yourself open to the possibility that they haven't completely gone somewhere you can't reach. Because maybe, in the ways that matter most, they're still finding you. If any of these signs have happened to you, I want to know. Tell me in the comments. What did you experience? What made you stop and think it might be more than coincidence? I read every single comment on this channel, and on a topic like this, those stories matter more than you know. If this video gave you something, a moment of comfort, a feeling of being less alone in this, share it with someone who needs it. You probably know someone right now who is carrying this kind of grief quietly. Sometimes the kindest thing is just sending a video and saying nothing else. Like this if it reached you. Subscribe if you want to stay. We go deep on these topics here, and we do it with honesty and with heart. I'll see you in the next one.